September 12th, 2020. Interview, mask ads, and panel discussion on tigers. Today started with a phone call from Jonathan Ridgard, who said he was just checking in to see how I'm doing, but it seemed like he was mostly concerned with the fact that Dancing with the Stars really wants me to talk about Tiger King, and they know we've turned down 190 plus outlets. He was prepping me for the fact that the subject of this week's interview package, which will be for the second week of the show, would have some questions about Tiger King and Don. I reiterated that we are in discussions with others to do a comprehensive rebuttal of the lies told in Tiger King, and that no 5-minute package was going to set the record straight, but they could ask whatever they wanted, and I'd either answer them or not. I wouldn't hold it against them for asking. I went straight from that to a 2-hour panel for the Freeland Wildlife Festival about tigers in America and how captive breeding harms conservation. The panelists were Carson Barylak, campaign manager for IFAW, Sharon Guynup Steve Winter, Nat Geo writer and photographer, Dan Ashe, the CEO from the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, Carney Anne Nasser, animal protection attorney, Ellie Armstrong, Stanford Geneticist, and me. Molly Ferrill, Nat Geo explorer and filmmaker, was the moderator and had prepared the questions and sent them to us ahead of time so that each expert could weigh in on their primary expertise and then hop into the discussion on each of the questions after the primary person did. It was the best interview I've seen on the subject. Everyone was on top of their game, and I've had LaWanna add it to the live YouTube, video to our abuse pages, and she shared it out all over the place. After that, I dashed over to Television City to do the Dancing with the Stars package with Craig, who was walking around on eggshells about his interview task until I just stopped midstream and told him flat out that I wasn't going to get mad or walk out in a huff. He could ask whatever was on his mind, and I'd answer him if I thought it was appropriate and would tell him to move on if it wasn't. I didn't have to tell him to move on, and we covered a lot of ground. The one thing he and just about everyone who has interviewed me just can't wrap their heads around is, why doesn't it bother me what people say or think about me? I've tried to be as clear as possible and dumb it down to as few words as possible, but they never seem to believe me and just keep asking again and again in different ways. Simple ways that I've stated it are, I know who I am, so others' opinions don't define me. Dozens of variations on that one. Today I thought of the shirt I designed and was wearing yesterday that says, "When you are fearless, you are limitless." I restated that and said you can't be limitless if you fear what others think or say about you. I'll be curious if any of my reasoning makes the final cut, which they choose because that's been a pervasive issue. Got a funny clip of my getting to park in Tyra Banks' assigned parking. They moved the cone over to let me park there, so it's not so obvious, but it struck me as one of those once-in-a-lifetime moments. Came home, did some practice, watched a video interview of a couple of investigators looking into the way people are using Tiger King's success to continue bashing me, and had my evening Zoom with Howie. Grabbed a bite and have 5 minutes before leaving for a 4-hour training session at the studio. This one's for you, Mama Jackie. My YouTube post was reposted to my Facebook account with this. This video mentions my maternal grandparents, Mama Jackie and Big Daddy, and this photo is me with her on Lake Keystone with my brother. Mama Jackie had been a sharecropper's daughter who married a motorcycle cop when she was just 14. She had my mother at 16 and was a workaholic. She scratched and clawed her way up in the Amway business until she could turn those earnings into real estate investments. From the time I could walk, she had me balancing books on my head because her goal for me in life was to go to Hollywood and be a star, like her favorite icon, Lucille Ball. My grandmother died at home in 2014, and never in my wildest dreams did I believe that I'd be living out her fantasy today. This one's for you, Mama Jackie.
오빠. 오빠. Those eyes.
If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.